So the starters for today for Team Solent Kestrels are number 4, Safi Jarju, number 6, Faye Endine, number 7, Chrissy Karpova, number 8, Christy Valky-Cleve, and number 9, Taylor Gaffney. And for Reading Rockets, got number 4, Gonzalez, number 6, Alonso, number 7, like we said, Jessie Ford, number 8, San Martin, and number 9, Hamida Nunez.
It'll be interesting to see how Kestrels do the matchups, especially with the players that have the height in the Reading team. I would assume Safi will take number 4, and Christy will probably take the other big.
Yeah, probably number 7. But the thing is with Jessie Ford is she's one of those players, they look to get her the ball a lot in the high post, and she's so good both playing in that post position and going off the dribble, taking people to the hoop. So she's really difficult to defend, and we've seen it through Division 1 seasons and through Academy seasons how versatile she is.
Reading winning the tip there.
There they got Reading through that high-low motion as Kestrels come out in a 2-3 zone, looking to make them shoot the ball.
Oh.
Taylor Gaffney there with a steal and a quick foul there by Reading, just like the transition offense.
Taylor's got some quick hands. Like, she's gonna reach out and go for any of those loose balls. Reading need to watch that. I've seen that when she plays her Bucks game. She gets a lot of steals throughout the game.
Quick take through by Faye Endine, slashing down the lane, something we've seen her do all season. She does so successfully. That's why she's the second leading scorer on this Kestrel team, behind obviously Molly Danielson, so she's going to have to pick up some of that load and some of those minutes. She's playing high minutes this season.
Good defensive pressure there from Faye as well.
It's interesting to see the Kestrels come out in this zone here. They must be conserving some energy because, like I say, we've only got 8 players playing in this game, so hopefully this zone will make it a sustained effort from them. A miss there by Chrissy Karpova as the Rockets come up with the rebound. Rockets trying to use that pick and roll action at the top, but tight defense by the Kestrels, swarming the ball, not letting that ball get inside.
Good rebound. Ooh. Kestrels.
Ball goes Kestrels.
Safi did a good box out there, but that's the issue with this zone. Whenever any team plays a zone, you have to hit a player. You have to still go and get a player on a box out, because Safi did a great box out, but then somebody else missed theirs, which meant Reading had the chance to get the rebound there.
That's where you've got to gamble on the zone, really. It's all well and good trying to contain the ball, not in the middle, but when a shot goes up on the outside, like you're trying to force it, you really got to find a player and box out.
Yeah. Safi again with a great box out. Two Reading players able to get underneath the hoop.
Faye there making the run, but ball couldn't find her. The pick and roll there is Jarju. Quick pull up by Faye, just long. No one really guarded her off that pick and roll, which is going to play in Faye's favour really, because she loves that little pull up off the pick and roll. Long by Taylor. Second offensive rebound there by the Kestrels. Cut by Faye. Foul inside.
Faye's very good at drawing the defense in the paint. She's very quick to react to what's going on, and she drew that foul then.
Yeah, she always does that. I mean, you see her play all the way through the season. She's one of the best young players in the league, and she's been playing big minutes now for 2 seasons for the Kestrels, both playing Division 1, so it's good to see her stepping up and really feeling comfortable in that role, knocking down both her free throws there.
Currently the top scorer with all 4 points for Faye.
Kestrel still sitting in the zone. I think it's a good tactic to play against Reading, because they're one of those teams that don't really look to shoot the ball very much.
No, they like to drive to the basket a lot, don't they?
They like a good handoff motion offense too. Layup missed there by Chris Karpova. Looked a bit like a travel, to be honest, but lucky she didn't get that call. Nice head fake there.
There we go, that's what we said, they like to get into the paint. Good rebound.
Great rebound.
That's where number 4 is going to get Solent. She dominates inside and she's able to get those overreaches. There we go, Taylor.
Great finish by Taylor, yeah. Gonzalez is always one of those players, she always has been at the junior level. She's really dominated that paint and always been the one to go after those offensive rebounds, go up strong.
Yeah.
Often racking up double doubles.
I think Taylor's mostly got double doubles in in the Bucks League.
Yeah. Strong finish there by Fayendine. Takes a tally up to 6. She's really good at putting on the gas too, just in transition, blowing by players, getting to the hoop.
That quick change of pace.
Yeah.
Ooh, she was lucky to get called, not get a call there.
Yeah. Again, Kestrels pushing the basketball. Faye with that
There she
quick change of
goes.
speed.
Ooh.
Big foul. Big foul.
From our angle, that didn't look like.
Play for the ball.
No, that did
looked-
not look like a play for the ball from here.
That's San Martin's second personal foul with only 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. So, be interesting to see how the Rockets coach manages this now. Faye knocking down her first.
Molly, it's nice to see you tuning in to the live stream. We just saw your comment. We hope you are resting with your knee up in the air.
We are very glad
with
surgery
ice
went
on
well.
it.
Very glad surgery went well. We hope to see you back on the court sooner rather
There
than
she
later.
is, dominating inside, and she's unlucky there.
Chrissy again lucky not pulling up the foul.
They need to really watch this number 4. If she gets herself set inside that paint, she could be a real issue.
And players like
There
that
you
just
go.
wear zones down, wear them down. And even though she isn't quite connecting on her shots right now, it only gets to a certain point where she's going to do just that. Frustration there from the Kestrels offense, trying to run in transition, but just couldn't connect.
The zone seems to be working for them though. Reading aren't really driving into the paint. They haven't really found the gaps in the defense.
They just rely so heavily on getting the ball to Gonzalez that when they can't.
There you go, nice little steal again from Faye. Coming up with an easy
Great
basket
take.
there.
Takes her to 9. And that's just halfway through the first quarter. I mean, we know what she's capable of. There's been so many conversations had that she just has to come up with like 30 points a game and just pick a time to do it, and today might be that day. Transition offense there, great pass by Taylor Gaffney to Chris Karpova to finish the layup as Reading
Timeout
Rockets
there
call
by
a
Ref.
timeout.
If you were the Reading coach right now, what would you be saying to your team?
I mean, like we said, Kestrels are sat in the zone right now. They need to probe the zone, draw people, kick out, and be ready to shoot the ball. I know for a fact they've got shooters on that team. They can, on a good day, they shoot the ball out of the gym. So they've just got to be ready to shoot that shot and try and wear it down where they can. But if the ball goes inside and there's a collapse, then it's a kick out and it's a 3. And they just need to be ready to shoot those ones because at the moment they're down 11, really heavily relying on Gonzalez in the paint. When she's not finishing, somebody else needs to step up and get those buckets, as well as playing transition defense, because that is scarce at the moment. As Faye's just getting out in transition, scoring layups.
Faye's just putting her little rocket shoes on, and she's going to the races with everyone at the minute. And we know that she can keep that up for the whole game. She knows she can.
I mean, she's gonna have that sustained effort throughout the game. She's one of those players that just puts energy in throughout the game, won't take a foot off the gas. She's conditioned very well to do that. So let's hope that today's her day and she has one of those 30-plus point games.
Reading have made a change during that timeout. We see Lucen come in. Number 13, she's come into the game now. Kestrels still with the same. Oh no, we've got Fatima in the game now for Kestrels. Safi's taking a seat. Oh,
Kestrels now coming out in
need to
3-2
see that.
zone.
There we go. That's that shot that we need to see them take because that corner is open. It was
Wide open.
wide open there. If they'd have seen that earlier, she might have got a kick drive through.
Also trying to set something in the half court. Taylor coming off that screen.
Chrissy coming through.
Long again. Hesitant to shoot that 3 ball is not something you often see. She's one of those players that will just let the ball fly. Lives and dies by that 3-point shot.
There she
Inside
goes,
again. Great
inside.
move, strong finish. That's where Kestrels have got to.
Oh, good pass by Faye. That was a lovely pass.
Once again, no transition defense from the Rockets here, which is really what's losing them in this game right now. Hopefully it's just a bad quarter for them and they can get back in this game, but if it carries on the way it is, It's not looking like a good day for them on the SSC.
There you go, that short corner. They're looking for that corner again. Thankfully, Kestrels covering that corner this time. Ooh.
Fumble there. Referee stopping the game to make sure shirts tucked in. You see that a lot now.
That is a rule
So
that
much.
baffles me. Absolutely baffles me. I remember playing a game and a referee told me to untuck my shorts from my undershorts. And you know me, I always have at least one short
Always.
tucked up. It's just comfortable for me. But yeah, I don't know.
He's cap over short on that three.
Normally she is on it with those threes. Oh, Taylor picking up I would say an
I would
unfair foul there.
Yeah. It looked like a little bit of reach, but again, that's the team's first. No, not looking to get in foul trouble in this quarter. Kestrels looking a bit static in the half court. They're relying so much on that outlet to get a transition score that when they get into half court, no one really knows what to do. Great steal by Velka Cleve. Off to the races.
Good pass. There
Great
we go.
find.
That's such good ball movement from Kestrels. You
Great
can
finish,
tell
yeah.
that those three, they know how to play with each other.
They definitely do.
They know where each other are. They trust each other on the court, which is so good to see, especially with Taylor coming into this team. I know she's been training with them,
Yeah.
but coming into the team, she knows how these guys play, and she's fit in so
Great find,
well.
Faye. And the finish. What a find. Kestrels loving this. 15 points up. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Foul there by Taylor. That makes it her second. Christy Velka Cleve taking a break. Erin Caldwell coming into the game.
I think it's Christy Karpova
Oh, Christy
taking
Karpova,
a break,
sorry.
actually.
My bad. Erin, another one of the Itchin Academy players. Both her and Faye attending the college.
The two that are left on the team.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about that at the quarter break.
It's good to see a league like the Division 1 where you have so many younger players playing in this league. So you've obviously got the Rockets team, which is heavily represented with that JMA Academy.
Yeah.
Tracy Adagoki stepping on the floor there, another ex-Itchin student. It's great to see so many young players getting the opportunity to play at a high level.
Oh, 100%. The D1 league is mostly academy teams. It's so nice to see. Obviously, I've mentioned it before, Cardiff Met, my old club, their academy set up with the girls playing D1 and WBBL is just incredible. It's so nice to see the young talent coming through, and for so many teams in the league to be doing that is so good. Like, we need to all be about the young talent as much as we are about the talent that's been in the system for years.
Yeah. Again, Kestrels having a sloppy turnover, looking a bit static in the half court when they can't get that.
100% relying on that fast break at the minute, which we know they can play. We know they can play. Tracy is so good in her defensive stance. Like,
so great.
as soon as she gets herself set, woo, no one's getting past Tracy in that defensive stance.
She's honestly like a brick wall. Great step through by Faye, not connecting with Tracy. Tracy's one of those people that you do not want to be guarding you. Like, you'll get battered, bruised, she ain't giving you nothing. If she picks up 5 fouls in a game, then it is what it is for her.
That's a good game for Tracy. Oh, there we go, that short corner. Unlucky that they didn't connect that one there.
There's that hustle from Tracy. There's that hustle. Jump ball goes in the favour of the Kestrels.
That's what I mean. She stays in her position. If that was any other player, that might have been a travel call there. But Tracy knew she had to keep herself still there.
Timeout called by, I believe, Kestrels. Yeah. I think
What
Coach
do you
CJ
reckon?
probably drawing up something to get a look in the half court, because when they're not getting out in transition, I think they may have only scored maybe 2 buckets in the half court.
Yeah.
Got offenses so static instead of trying to run it through, get each other open. There was a situation in that last half court breakdown where Chrissy Van Clean had a wide open lane that she just didn't look to take, gave it off to Faye.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to get something in the half court, otherwise.
We know this team can play as well. We know they can play in the half court.
Yeah.
For this first quarter, it's just not connecting with them.
I mean, it's only a matter of time before Reading kind of something flicks in their brains and they'll turn the Jets on, and this 13-point lead could be whittled down very quickly.
No changes for Kestrels. Still the same 5 in. We'll see if Reading make any changes here. I don't think they have.
They have number 11 coming in. San Francisco coming in. Now she's someone to watch. She is a very good ball handler, very good at getting down the lane, getting to the hoop. Shoot the ball a little bit too, but defensively, the amount of times she's locked me up in a game is unreal. So.
Wow, she's on Erin, so it'll be Erin when she's... Oh, there you go. She was holding her, to be fair.
Yeah.
And that's what Erin does well. She draws the fouls. She's so strong offensively that when she goes to the board, like, she goes hard.
Stop her. She's very good at being able to make contact with her defender. She dips her shoulder into her defender, but not enough to make it an offensive foul. She just keeps your defender under control, and is really good, especially, you wouldn't see it, she's a right-handed player, but is so good at going left and finishing left. So she's really hard to guard because you'd expect her to go right, but she actually quite likes going left.
They called that an end-line play. End-line ball.
Kestrels coming with a box set. Faye with the foot on the line, strings it.
That is 13 points for Faye in the first quarter. She keeps going like this, she's going to have a high stat line.
High stat line.
Reading have taken their number 4 off the court, so hopefully Solent here will...
Great
yeah,
move
there
by
she
Faye.
is. See, attacking that paint again.
Just long.
Yes,
Great finish.
good rebound by
Fast.
Fatima there.
Great finish.
Good rebound by Fatima.
Looking at Faye's other stats at the moment, you've got 13 points, 2 assists, 1 rebound, 3 steals.
Oh, there we go. Reading a hit in with their 3 points. Hopefully that will give them the confidence. They've now hit 1-3. They know it's open. That corner shot is open all the time.
Sometimes all you've got to hit is one for it to have a ripple effect and to make the rest of them.
Oh, massively. Oh, unlucky there from Christy Velke.
Rockers in the fast break.
Both
great
your itching
step.
players back in defense, though. They know the transition defense. I know that is something that Coach Milner drills into you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
That transition defense is the way to win games.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where communication and just effort at that point is key. You just got to get back and work it out when you get there, really. Ooh, quick hands by Faye.
I'm not entirely sure how she was able to go to the middle there. Defense just
dive.
left it. Oh!
Tough foul. Absolutely dying by Faye there, though. Looking at Faye's stats, I mean, she's already on 3 steals in the first quarter. And we've had this conversation, she would love to have a double-double off of points and steals. That is one thing that she would really love this season. Hopefully this game is going to be her game where she can get that double-double that she's been wanting for such a long time.
We'll see. I mean, she's on track for it.
She does have very quick hands.
She's very quick
She's
hands.
so good at picking people's pockets. If you come and you dribble the ball and you're up too high or you're pulling it back behind you to try and protect the ball, she's got that change of pace. She's quick on her feet and just taps it right out there.
Oh, good hand by Tracy. That is another thing Tracy is really good at. When you play a zone, Tracy will anticipate anything. So if she sees someone coming low, like she just did there, she's so good at anticipating that pass and she'll get her finger to it every single time.
Kestrels packing the lane.
Another steal there by
Great steal.
Kestrels.
Faye on the run again. Buzzer beater layup.
15 points for Faye Endine at the end of the first quarter. She leads everyone. Everyone else is below 8. And Faye's there with 15 points.
She's having a great game right now. I mean, you can look at the scoreline. Kestrels up 16 going into the quarter break. Now, I don't think that's a scoreline we've seen all season from this Division 1 team, but, you know, this game could be that game where they just make a statement. We had a tough run going into Christmas, come off of Christmas, obviously, great cup run, a tough loss in the cup final, so they're trying to bounce back and show this league that, you know what, we're Kestrels, we're here to stay, we're here to make a good run into playoffs.
All right, so I did say during that quarter we would talk about the fact that you were on this D1 roster. Now I'm sure lots of people are probably thinking the same. What is your reason? Well, why did you make the change?
I mean, this is something that is important for everyone to understand, and if you're a player out here and you had a similar situation to me, sometimes making decisions that you're not so comfortable with are the right ones to make. If it gets to a point where everything's getting a bit too much and you're not enjoying basketball like you should, like you go out there, you're not, and the smile isn't on your face, you're not performing like you want to perform in simply because you're not happy in the situation you're in, then maybe that's the time to switch things up, and that's exactly what I did. And I went down to that Division 2 team. Hopefully we're going to make a championship run. Like, that's something we want to do, and I mean, first game back, smile on my face, 29 points. So I think for people listening, if you're one of those players and you're a junior playing up and you feel like, you know, things are getting too much, you're not enjoying it, just take that leap and go do what you enjoy. Go do what you enjoy.
100%. And it's good to see you being so brave to make that decision.
I mean, I wouldn't be me if I didn't. So it's one of those things that if I didn't do it, I think I'd have regretted it, and it was one of those where it just had to be done. And you know what, hopefully you'll see me back at D1 next year, and in the meantime, hopefully you'll see a Kestrels Division 2 team winning the championship.
All day, all day. Okay, let's get back to this game in hand. We're going into the second quarter. Kestrels coming out with the same lineup that they finished the quarter with.
Kestrels rotator's office is going to be tight today. Only 8 players. Hopefully, it's not going to be one of those situations where they kind of run out of gas. Hopefully, they'll sustain this effort all the way through.
Oh, great drive into the hoop there.
Faye bringing the ball up. Cool, calm, collected. Quick skip, looking for a ball pick.
Defensively, I think Reading have gone into a 2-3 zone there.
Yeah, maybe even a 2. No, I think that's a 2-1-2.
Oh, yeah.
That's there with the Hail Mary to try and beat the buzzer.
Way to get a shot, though.
Yeah, if you, it's an interesting one now because you've got Reading. If you look at their field goal percentage, at the
There they
moment.
go. They got that 3 again.
Field goal percentage at the moment is, what have we got? 21%. So at the moment they're not really shooting fantastic, but we just see another 3 go in, and that takes that to 13 points. Kestrels have to score in this quarter, so hopefully they've had a quarter break where they've kind of got more focused, ready to play. Along with Caldwell there.
But they got that corner 3 again. So like we said in the first quarter, that corner shot is open pretty much 80% of the time. They just need to look for it. They need to get it and get it to the corner before Kestrels can realise.
Wide open, but then you've got the flip side of that now. It looks like the Rockets have come back out into a zone where it's going to be a similar situation for them, where you have Erin wide open in the corner who will let that fly 9 times out of 10, and 7 times out of 10 she's going to hit that 3. So this could be a situation where we've seen Faye dominate the first quarter, but now Faye's going to come down, distribute the ball, get Erin in the corner, and she's going to hit those 3s.
Yeah.
Shooters on this team coming out your ears, really.
Oh, great move there to the basket.
Gonzalez makes the first. Taking that to a 12-point deficit. Misses the second. Bit of pressure from the Kestrels crowd. Ooh. Quick transition.
Yes, Safi. There she is.
Inside.
Safi getting her name on the board there. Tracy with that great look inside. Those two, when they're on the court together, they...
Steal for Faye. Busting out in transition. There's that floater that she loves.
Good rebound there from Safi.
Kicks the Erin.
There she goes.
That left-hand drive. Ooh.
She was
Tough
unfortunate
block.
there. Unfortunate there.
Tough block by Gonzalez, though.
But that's what we said when she's inside. She dominates that. Like,
inside.
defensively, she will dominate the paint. And there you go, she's doing it on the offensive end as well. She just drew 2 fouls within the space of a minute.
And just before that again, Rockets putting up another corner 3. Kestrels really have to be mindful of rotating to that corner, knowing that somebody is in the corner and closing out those jump shots, because there could be a point where they're going to make all those jump shots, and that's the game right there.
Yeah.
Gonzalez on the line shooting 2. Misses the first. And the second, rebound, Velky Cleve. Faye kicking to Tracy, back to Faye. Oh, she lets that one fly.
Yes.
Strings it. This girl has come to hoop today. 18 points for Faye and Dean. Soon to be more.
And you guys also have an under-18s game tomorrow, so you travel to Ipswich tomorrow to play. There you go, she's dominating that inside space again. She is a threat inside for Kestrels right now.
Rebounds all over the place. Finally finishing Rockets. Yeah, like you say, 18th game tomorrow in Ipswich, so Faye and Erin have got a tough couple of days. A late game on Saturday, we leave at 8 AM tomorrow. Whew, it's gonna be a long day. There's a 3 from Velky Cleve, taking her up to 5 points. Kestrels lead stretches to 18.
Ooh, Safi
the
coming
steal.
up with a steal there.
Tipped by
Just
Jessie
tipped.
Ford.
It'll be a Kestrels ball though.
Yes, Chris. Faye does mean business.
Lauren, nice to see you tuning into the stream as well. We hope you're having a nice little week away or weekend away, whichever you're up to. Kestrels ran a stack play then, which is something you don't really see. Just trying to get different options open.
A tip there, I believe, by Faye again. Faye's up to 4 steals now. Rockets looking static in the half court, not really knowing where to go when they can't get the ball inside.
Do you believe Kestrels have gone back to a man-to-man matchup?
I mean, that's an interesting call because they're having so much success from that zone. But then again, if they're not finding that corner player, they've got to close that shot out because they're just hitting them now, and that's something you've got to stop in terms of damage protection at this point. Because if for the Kestrels now, they're in a point in their season where they're 6th in the league.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a playoff spot, but ideally you want to be top 4, so you have a home matchup going into playoffs. So games like this are really going to be games where they want to stretch their point difference out, so that potentially later on down the line, because you now see teams like Bristol coming back up into the table now. They've got Flo Wall back,
which is nice to see her back playing in the
coming out of retirement, I believe.
She was never gonna retire.
But teams like Bristol, who are now gonna climb back up those ranks, and they beat Anglia Ruskin the other day, and now teams are beating each other to the point where the league is gonna flip upside down after Christmas. So you really want to take games like this and make a statement and stretch out your points difference, so that if there are potential clashes when it comes to tying up in the table, you're going to come out on top and hopefully have one of those home playoff games. Because especially for Kestrels, that is a huge advantage. I mean, we're proud to say we have one of the nicest courts in the league.
100%.
We never have a slippy day in here, really. But hoops are nice, and for other teams, it is a trek to travel, so it's a really good home court advantage.
Oh, good movement there from Chris. Ooh.
A foul, yeah. She catches Fatima on the arm. Fatima making the first. She's having a good game today.
She's having a very good game today. It's nice to see her back playing as well.
Something the Kestrels need. With a big inside, missing both Molly and Detty, who have been real big key players so far this year. Oh, Jessie Ford taking one to the eye.
I think Coach Lee wanted a travel call there, but I think he was going to get that one.
Another long three from the Rockets. Transition for the Kestrels. Quick shot by Karpova off balance, but jump ball. Coach Lee not happy about that call. Looked like a fair jump ball to me. It's going to go their way anyway. Kestrels ball end line. Looking back at this stack inbound play.
It's quite a loose stack inbound play.
Yeah, you usually see it a bit tighter than that, but you know they got a shot off of it. It's unfortunate it was long from Fatima. Ball back in the corner for the Rockets.
Kestrels back in that man.
Now is the time that the Rockets really need to exploit that paint. Now no one's going to crash on the inside. We've really got to look to get the ball to Gonzalez. And she can dominate that inside, but instead they're rushing, they're shooting outside shots when they don't need to.
There she goes, let's see what she gets up to here.
There you go. She's inside, get the ball to her, goes to work. Get her the ball now, they're in that man, and exploit the fact that you maybe have a weaker individual guarding you.
I'm not entirely sure who made contact with who down there. Wide open shot there.
That stack's working quite well for them, even though it's loose. Like,
Yeah.
Rockets are just switching off and just not paying attention to that third player.
There she goes. Oh, unfortunate there.
Baseline. Offers rebound, there goes Gonzalez again.
Taking her to double digits. She is currently on 11 points.
Takes
Top
that
scoring for Reading.
Kestrels lead to 15. Can't make that any longer. Great kick out, slowing it down again. Belky Cleave all over Gonzalez. Oh,
There's
great
that
backdoor
backdoor
cut.
Oh,
Fantastic
great
block by
defense.
Fatima. Unlucky there. Fantastic block.
Tried
She's
to
unlucky
save
keep the
herself
ball.
from going out of bounds there.
Yeah.
Great block
finish,
though.
Great finish by Alonso. Skip to Faye. She's shooting that one.
Ooh, just short
Short.
there.
Shot and right, I think. She's going to be frustrated with that one, but with 18 points, she has to miss a couple, surely.
There you go,
And
she gets
steal.
it back on defense.
Oh!
That's
That's a big hit. Finishes down the other end. She's okay, she's a bit shaken up for that one. So Gonzalez like a brick wall you're running into. It's never fun when you don't see those ones coming.
Faye coming off now for Taylor to come back into the game, so I'm assuming here Taylor's going to run the point. I think they are back into that zone, but that corner's open again.
It's that switch up zone play. And one for Jessie Ford. Great take baseline. That's that switch up zone. Now CJ Lee's employing, so I'm guessing on a score they go back into the zone just to keep Rockets on their toes, because they can't predict what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
Jessie Ford on the line, try and shorten this lead to 12. She makes it. She doesn't miss those very often, I'll tell you that much. Taylor bringing the ball up now. I mean, it doesn't look like it. It's been a slow start to a game, but for the Rockets, but they're still in a ball game. It's only 12 points with 2 and a bit quarters left.
Kestrels lucky to not turn the ball over there. Christy looked inside for Chrissy. There she is, Taylor with the big shot.
She can shoot. She is a true scorer. Whether it's getting to the hoop, going with those tweens, getting there, finishing in contact, or just
Oh, that backdoor cut is going to kill them.
poor finish there. That's one that should have been made. It's playing like that the Rockets are really going to think of if they do lose this game. Is they should make those layups. The amount of opportunities they've had to score. Over the top by Chris Karpova.
Tracy coming back into the game and Fat's taking a seat there. With Tracy and Safi in, they should dominate inside the paint. Both of those can create a good presence, good strong presence inside the paint. Good hands from Taylor there.
Shots up. Great ball by
Rebound
Safi. Erin Colwell waiting to let some bench come in. Kestrels are rotating really well. We're just trying to keep some fresh legs out there.
Oh, great pass there. 3 from Tracy.
I always panic when she shoots those ones, can't lie.
Hey, she was wide open though.
Yeah, it's one of those. She's been moved to a guard spot this year, so that's something she has to get used to shooting, whereas usually she's used to playing the 5. So when you even move to that guard spot, it's a hard adjustment from playing solely in the paint to having to shoot those 3 balls when you're wide open.
Yep, I feel her on that one.
Yeah.
Erin coming back into the game for Christy. Still sat in that 2-3 zone. 3-2 zone, sorry, 3-2. Which here we go. Yeah, I think it's a matchup.
It looks
zone.
like a matchup zone. It's something that Coach Lee often employs as a matchup zone.
Taylor coming out of that double there. How Taylor got out of that double, I have no idea. But this is where we said she will come on. She will make a presence in this league and in this game.
She's just one of those short, sharp, quick players who can just get through and do that. Lopez getting inside. Sorry, Luzon, my bad. Getting inside and finishing that. Sorry, that's my bad on names, reading somebody else's name.
There we go, Taylor's going to the hoop again. Draws that foul. Subs coming in for Reading. Ford taking a seat.
Taylor making the first. And the second, taking it lead to 15 again. Rockets seem to be coming with that 10-12 range and then just kind of letting their foot off the gas again, or making some silly mistakes, which means the Kestrels can get back out in transition.
Good screen there though to get that their guard off the. Here you go, she'll probably hit a good one here too.
Goes the ISO pick and roll, good hands, foul. Fouls on Chrissy Karpova.
With a push.
Which is tough because they just played probably 20 seconds of good defense. And now the shot clock resets back up to 14. There's another 3 balls let fly and rebound comes to Erin Caldwell. Taylor Gaffney taking a seat there, Faye and Dean back into the game.
Oh, Faye is wide open on the opposite corner there.
One step in for Erin.
Nice,
That's
Erin. There she is, that back door there again. Reading need to recognise that she was open for about 3 seconds. All ball there from Faye, that was good hands. She had 2 hands on that ball.
She was looking there like thinking she was going to get called for that, but didn't. Slightly long there to beat the buzzer. So, strong first half from the Kestrels, obviously getting in on transition with Faye and Dean on 20 points going into half time.
Leading all scorers there.
It's a great first half effort from Faye. You look at her stats and trying to get to reload because they're behind, but she's got something like 60% from shooting right now, maybe a little bit higher. 5 steals, only 2 turnovers, which makes her efficiency crazy. So she's on an efficiency of 18 right now, which is leading all players on the court. Looking at other stat leaders, if you go to Reading, Gonzalez out there with 11, 15 minutes, 50% from inside, which is pretty decent to be fair, even though we've seen a lot kind of miss, but her free throw percentage 3 of 6 right now, so those are 3 points there that could have swayed it one way or another. Reading right now is shooting 2 from 8 from the 3-point line, it's okay, but again, you're going to want to hit more than 25% of your threes if you're getting so many looks up in the corner.
Oh, definitely. Right, we're gonna take a quick break and we'll be back just before the start of the second half. Okay, hopefully you guys can hear us now. Apologies, there was technical difficulties. We are not entirely too sure what happened there.
But we're back. Hopefully we're back. So, quick update. We've had Erin go down with an ankle injury. You know, she's been struggling all year. But Kestrels are still out. Taylor Gaffney's still hitting those threes. I mean, Kestrels still looking strong coming out this second quarter. But Rockets showing somewhat of a stronger offense and a bit better defense, trying to get those steals from the Kestrels. San Martin bringing the ball up. She's in acres of room, but still trying to pass it off.
I will say again, apologies for the technical difficulties. I think, again, there was a delay in us coming on. But we are back now. You will have missed our shout-out to the Under-18s conference. This is now the third attempt of me doing this shout-out. So congrats to our coaches at the Under-18 conference, Chris and Samir. They got a big win today at home just before this women's game. They had a couple injuries, a couple of the guys were out due to COVID protocols, so they came up with a big win today. So well done to both coaches and the team for that win. So hopefully the D1 women will do the exact same here.
Great move inside, L1 for Gonzalez. A bit of a cheap foul there from Safi, but Gonzalez showing what she does best, getting inside and making those big moves. Tracy Adegoki coming in for Taylor Gaffney. That's an interesting switch there. Guard for potential big kind of wing player. So I think Coach Lee now just trying to spread the minutes a bit with Erin out. Potentially the rest of the game. Gonzalez connecting on that extra free throw. Kestrels leads now down to 18, but it's looking unlikely that the Rockets will be able to catch them. Faye with a quick spin inside, looks to find Jarju, but intercepted by Nunes. Foul by Faye.
I think that might have been a frustration foul there. Definitely. You could tell it. We know Faye inside and out. I think she was probably annoyed that she couldn't make that pass there, and then unfortunately made that frustration foul. Good hands by Safi there, though. She's another player with quite a long wingspan, so those... Yes, Safi!
Downhill straight away. Great run by Saf.
She gets a steal and then an easy look to the basket, so well done there, Safi. That was a great basketball.
I get a sense of... Oh, just as I say that, that's tough. Again, she just posting up inside, but almost going to say a sense of kind of giving up for the Rockets, but then they're showing again that they're not going away that easily. The lead for Kestrels is still at 18 though. Luzon coming in for Gonzalez. She takes a break. Gonzalez now tying Faye at the leading scorer spot.
I think an extra point was, an extra basket was given to Faye on our scoreboard rather than the stats. So when we said at halftime Faye was on 20 points, she's actually only on 18 points. But that's something that she'll get back. Like, we've seen her go off in the first half. She just needs to find her feet in the second half and get at least one basket under her belt, and then she'll go off again.
Timeout there called by Coach CJ Lee. Obviously not happy with what's looking like defensively from the Kestrels, kind of leaving a lot of Rockets players out there on an island, and yeah, they're not shooting well, but I know they're not going to be happy with leaving people there for wide open shots when they can close those out and get steals rather than potentially getting scored on.
And like we said, Reading, yes, do have a lot of players with a long wingspan, but Kestrels also do. Some of them will, with surprisingly long wingspans, so they can get out and they can close out shots and get tips to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where you look at them on paper and they're two very evenly matched teams from the way we've seen a lot of the Rockets players play, both junior level and academy. Then you've got a Kestrels team with some really bright young prospects, an American guard, and obviously like vets like Christy Cleave, who played in this team for many years and are like great role models and great players playing on this team. So I think right now The Kestrels are a lot quicker than the Rockets, and that's really what's setting them apart. And what's given them that 18-point lead.
It'll be interesting to see what defense Coach Lee comes out with here after he just called that timeout, because he clearly was not happy with something. Reading looking like they're in a 1-3-1 zone here.
Yeah, that's an interesting. You don't really see that very much, but
I think I played it once at Cardiff because Steph Collins is the little guru in a 1-3-1 zone. Tracy's just stepping out of bounds there.
I mean, it's a smart tactic for the Rockets to employ, really, because in a 2-3 you're leaving those wing shooters open, and you know, for people like Chrissy and people like Faye, that's their spots.
100%.
Whereas in that 1-3-1 you're limiting the amount of like, you can't get the ball in the post really from the top, which is where the Kestrels often like to look at the ball into the post from the top.
Oh, Reading rotating the ball lovely there. That was great ball rotation.
3 just slightly right. But yeah, that 1-3-1 working well to kind of make the best of a bad situation with the amount of scorers around that Kestrels team. Trying to sort of all getting into the high post and trying to stop those wing threes. Tough move.
Good hands there by Ford.
Maybe Christy Cleve maybe should have just gone up then. Should have wide lane in front of her, but again, Kestrel's been very selfless today, which has played in their favour, but sometimes.
Oh, great.
Heard that slap from here. Great take by Safi. It's great to see her confidence grow this year a lot. She's got so much better at just being able to take people to the basket and finish strong inside, and it's great to see her stepping up, playing bigger minutes this year.
She's had to step up in Bucks too. Like, it's nice to see her in Bucks. She's so relaxed when she plays Bucks, and she's getting like 20, 30 points a game. Like, it's so nice to see.
And for Safi, this is a game she's going to want to win. She's a former JMA player, Rockets junior player. She's going to want to win this game. I mean, this isn't a matchup yet we've seen all year, so for the D1 team...
Oh, there she goes again. Just unfortunate not making that one.
For this Kestrels team, this has been a weighted matchup since the away game this before Christmas has been postponed until potentially the end of the season. So it's been an unknown entity of Reading for the Kestrels team this far, but that hasn't seemed to be a problem. Still reluctant to shoot that free ball. They've got to shoot those to stay in that game. I mean, yeah, they're not shooting particularly well, but I mean, I'd rather have an attempt at making 3 points rather than a shot clock violation.
Safi just holding her space there as well, giving Christy the chance to make that drive.
That's something she does do very well.
Oh.
Again, there's another 3-point shot that I know Jessie Ford can take, but she just doesn't want to take them.
Oh, good movement there from the 2 bigs on Reading.
Who's on long there? Faye getting to the lane. Oh, short.
Safi coming up with the rebound again, though, getting herself in those positions where she does get the ball.
Free ball from Faye, strings it.
There she goes. She hits her 21 points. That's
21.
all she needed. I think that is her first points of this half, but she has opened it now. Let's see where she can go with this.
Faye's still on 5 steals at the moment. Looking for that double-double, I know. Short from Gonzalez. Chrissy and Faye win that transition. Rush finish.
See if she can get it back on defense here.
That's one of those fast break opportunities where you just have to recognise, yeah, I'm underneath the basket now, it's not my time to put it up. Dribble it out the other side, Faye's winning down the wing at the other side, all she's got to do is dribble it through, kick it back to Faye, and Faye has a wide open layup. Rockets looking like they're in a 2-1-2 now. They're really switching up these zones. Faye getting into the middle, floater, long.
Safi contesting that rebound again.
It's great to see like hustle from players like her, Tracy, Fatima in this game has hustled really well. Like, it's really nice to see that even though they're up by 22 right now, that they're still hustling for the ball, they still want that, and they want to stretch that lead as far as they can. So fighting out for that. There's the 3-1 from Jessie Ford. That's what we wait for all game. All game.
She's opened it now, so let's see where she can go with the 3. That was a good look there, but
Safi again hustling for that ball. Fatima hustling for that ball. It's unlucky to catch a foul there, but
that foul was called on Safi there.
I think for the Kestrels now it's important to, even though you're up 19 now. Yeah, that's 19, right? Yeah, that's 19.
Yeah.
Even though you're up 19, you can't just kind of let your foot off the glass, make sloppy turnovers, try and rush. If anything, you want to slow the game down a bit more, get some open looks.
But that's what we saw. I'm going to bring it up. That's what we saw in your final. Like, you were up by 10, 12 points, and there were rushed offenses that made the difference.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's a lesson learned, hopefully, from that cup final that we don't want to see again, where you're up so big and then you just take a foot off the gas and kind of let people get easy steals and easy scores just because you're trying to make the next big play. No rebounders there from the Kestrels.
It's that transition defense that we spoke about in the first half that Reading were lacking slightly.
Great find by Jessie Ford to find Gonzalez running down the middle. That's her 22 points now for this game.
She is leading all scorers now, and all of those points have been from inside the paint. Every single one of them. Kestrels need to figure out a way to stop her.
Ooh, big block by Luzon. Not out of bounds either. Ooh, buzzer beater there by
basket good. They called basket good there.
Yeah, that was...
Reading did a great job at getting the board, but then there was no hustle from what looked like either team.
Yeah, I mean, you watch that last kind of 20 seconds of play and Rockets get a great finish and like a tough finish, tough find, get 2 points, but now we're coming down the other end of the Kestrels, not even in the transition look, but running on the floor and rushing when there's no need to. Like at that point, you see that there's one possession left on the shot clock, and you just walk it down, maybe take some time on the shot clock, call an exit play, call a ball screen, instead of trying to make it rush. And if it wasn't for no hustle after Luzon kind of tries to keep the ball alive, then that could have been a fast break layup down the other end.
Yeah.
If they hadn't got lucky. So they've just got to be careful in when they choose to speed it up. They're under no pressure to score right now. They're up 17, yet they're playing like it's a 1-point game with 30 seconds to go.
What would you be saying right now if you were the Kestrels coach?
Like I said, they've just got to choose when to be quick, when to be slow. Like when the Rockets team are all hyped because they're getting a few scores in a row, that's the time to slow the game down, not play up to that hype, kind of control the pace instead of running down, rushing, playing to that hype. And because they're hyped, they're in the passing lanes, they're active and then switched on more than they usually are. Instead of playing to that and turning the ball over potentially because we're making sloppy passes because we're rushing and people aren't communicating, you just got to slow down and maybe run fast when you've got a few steals in a row. Rockets are missing shots, turning the ball over, then go fast and then exploit that frustration and that tiredness, but not when they're hyped and ready to play defense.
Kestrels coming back out onto the floor with Faye taking a rest. So Taylor is back into the game. I think she has been a real positive addition to this team. Just with her energy as well. She has such a positive vibe.
She does. She's one of those people who you love on the court, you love off the court. Like she's a great person as well as a player. Like
good
she's so
from
shifty.
Safi there.
She just gives another dimension to this team. Like yeah, we have shooters. Yeah, with Molly and Detty are post players, but don't really have anyone.
Great hustle there from Reading.
That
Sorry.
will break you down off the drive.
No.
Now you do. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Great way to hold your player inside and just turn and make that easy layup. Taking the lead down to 15.
This is where Reading will claw the lead back. They will chip away And then you have Taylor.
He was like, no,
And then you
no,
have Taylor.
you will not chip away because I'm just going to score what you score.
This is the addition that we were just talking about, though. She's so versatile in her offensive play. You never know what move she's going to make.
No, but also defensively, she's like not the tallest of players, but because of that, she can sneak in and out. She's so quick, she's so agile. You go for a layup, it's getting swiped if you put it in the wrong place.
She's a Jodie Jerem.
She is a Jodie Jerem. Yeah.
She's sneaky in that she will come and steal the ball whenever you bring it down.
Yeah.
Shout out Jodie, I know you're listening to this, and it's your birthday tomorrow, so
Happy early birthday. Foul inside, Safi Jarju. That's her third. Rockets just have to be careful now. They're scoring, but they're trading baskets. They're scoring, but not getting stops. So they've got to keep scoring, but start getting some of those stops. So that, I mean, Taylor's just coming down right now and going, anything you can do, I can do better than scoring. So got to try and shorten this lead. Nunez makes both at the line.
it takes her up to 24 points. Again, in the paint. All in the paint.
Oh, big block by Luzon. Big block.
That stack play seems to be working for Kestrels. They're
Really
always
does.
they're getting the open shot on it because they have shooters. They have so many shooters in this team.
Oh, that's just long.
Great
Gonzalez,
rebound
big
though.
foul there.
Massive
Great
foul
rebound.
there.
Great rebound. Just unfortunately, she didn't make the first one. She's just really putting a backpack on right now and carrying her team, trying to shorten this gap. I mean, it's 15 points and there's 8.5 minutes left. Right? It's basketball. Anything's possible. We saw that in the cup final. 15 points, 12 points, it's nothing. You can cut that down very quickly if you just play right.
Shout out Stockport for hustling hard in that final.
Yeah, definitely.
Every single one of their players hustled like there was no tomorrow. The underdogs going into the game came out on top, unfortunately for Kestrels.
Taylor trying to find an open shot. Driving into middle. There's that step back that she really likes. Just left though.
Good pressure there from Fats to try and get the rebound, making a couple.
Foul again by Chrissy Karpova. That'll be her third. Her second in a matter of 30 seconds.
She had a good position there, but she just bumped her hips into her.
Ooh,
That's something that
there's
we
those
know
hands.
refs are going to call.
There's those hands of Taylor Gaffney.
Good
Good
hands from
of
Christy.
Cleve. Running ahead in transition is Taylor. And there's that easy transition again. Something they missed in that third quarter, I think. There was a lot less transition play. Whether that's because Reading tightened their transition defense or, I don't know, Kestrels getting tired because there's only now a 7-man rotation.
Taylor again with those quick hands, getting a hand in
Good
at things.
find, good finish inside by San Martin. Inside Fatma.
Good ball reversal there. That's a great ball reversal.
Great find, Fats. Half court set now for the Rockets, looking to get a score. Great take. Ooh.
Say there was a little bit of
A
contact
little
there.
bit of a bump.
Kestrels got lucky there to not be called.
Safi run down the lane, can't quite capture
Chrissy
it.
hesitated on that three there. I think if she'd have shot that, she'd have shot that comfortably, but the hesitation.
Yeah. Ooh, great hezzy in the step. That veer finish, very nice there by Nunez. Great move. Great move. Gaining that separation. Lead is now down to 14 points.
Reading back in a man-to-man matchup.
not letting anyone have a look at the basket right now.
Running that clock down. That's a long three.
Big
That
three.
is a very long three-pointer.
Time out Rockets. You're going to want to call a timeout for that one. Again, that's the thing. It's, both teams are doing it in this game. You're playing 15, 20 seconds of really good half-court defense. Then you switch off half a second and somebody has an open shot. Like, you just can't afford to do that.
Fate is still leading the way for Kestrels. Even though she has sat this first 4 minutes on the bench, she's still leading the way with 21 points. I think coach is just about to sub her back in, though. Reading, their highest scorer is on 26 points right now, and we do know that all of those are from the paint. She's hit 10 for 16 in the paint, and then 6 for 9 free throws. She is on 7 rebounds so far, and dominating the rebounds at the moment.
10 for 16 is a very good percentage. Like, yeah, you're inside, you think it's kind of easy just to make those, you make 100%, but when you've got 4 people, 5 people all around you, she's still finishing through that contact. It's great to see.
With 6 minutes left to go. This could go either way.
It could. I mean, Rockets could have seen the light and been like, you know what, this is a ball game, we're not losing this. Or Kestrels could be like, yeah, we're not taking the foot off their necks right now. We're just going to keep playing how we are, and finish this out strong.
Kestrels have gone back into a man-to-man defense. Oh.
Maybe there's some contact on that great hustle by Gonzalez. Unlucky there that we're talking off Safi Jarju.
Seems like Kestrels are switching up on Reading's 2 bigger players. Trying to get the screens open for inside.
Oh, great find.
Good block by Fats there. She managed to get a hand to that.
Great find, Faye. Great find. She's been really great at giving us long bombs tonight. Faye now up to 3 assists, it looks like.
Good defensive pressure there from Chrissy. She cannot afford to foul though, so she does need to be careful of her hands on defense.
Oh, sure. Great hustle. Oh,
that hit the rim, I swear.
That definitely hit the rim.
That 100% hit the rim.
Reset to 14.
Table making the mistake there. Reading should be getting a new 14 on this.
I don't know, but I sort of get a sense now from this Reading team that the only person that hasn't completely given up is Gonzalez.
Good. That was great defense from Safi though, applying that pressure.
Foul there. Number 4?
Oh, I mean, that's only her first foul of the game.
Interesting call though, away from the ball.
Hmm.
But yeah, like I was saying, I feel like somewhat Reading are kind of looking at the scoreboard now and thinking 19 points. Game's over, but you can't have that kind of attitude towards it because you never know what's going to happen really, but Gonzalez really trying to push through for the rest of her team. Great find by Taylor, just can't finish, but Fats there with the rebound, pointing it back in.
She is having an awesome game.
I think this is the best game that I've seen her have all year. She's doing a great job today. That takes up to 5.
Oh, that was a nice find inside.
Can't finish again. That's a tough finish there by Nunez. Kestrels have to slow it down a little bit. Here's where you need to slow it down. Now they're realising. Faye asking for that ball screen. Great find, Faye.
Oh.
Great find.
Nunez there with just a foul inside. That takes her up to 3 fouls, 3 personal fouls. Chrissy Karpova coming off for Kestrels. Christy Velke-Cleave coming back in.
Christy Valkyrie playing the most minutes in this Kestrels team this game. Currently at 32 minutes 3 seconds. Closely followed by Chrissy Karpova with 30 minutes 21 seconds. Fats made just second of those 2 free throws. Oh, great take by Jessie Ford, strong to the rim. Nice touch there. That was in. Faye slowing the game down now, looking to go downhill. Finding Taylor. Nearly a turnover there. Taylor's going hard to the rim. Got hit,
Good rebound by Christy though.
Everyone, Kestrels all over these offensive boards. Faye gonna get in there, probably that step through, there she goes.
She loves that step through.
And you know what, it works for her, that's for sure.
Oh, massively. That was a big rebound there for Reading.
Faye's almost come unguardable this year. Foul?
That was called a foul on Safi.
Safi.
That takes her up to 4. She needs to be careful here. She would be a big loss to the Kestrels today, just from a rebounding perspective and an offensive perspective, because she is getting herself inside.
Safi has 8 rebounds today. And is 2 from 5 inside.
She definitely could have had more though, because she gets herself in that position.
8 rebounds, 4 steals though. She is only 1 steal behind both Faye and Christy, who are both on 5. Fats has 2 steals also.
They're getting these hands into the players that are in the post. Like, they are quick to come around and front the post, which means they're able to get those fingers to it.
Definitely. I think what I said before with Faye in that step through is she's made herself practically unguardable this season. Working in the summer on that step through, she can just get someone in the air, step, make them go one way, take another step, make them come back, and you really don't know where to go to try and stop them from shooting the ball. It is so hard to guard, but credit to her, she makes that work no matter who you are, no matter what court you're on. Those step throughs are working.
We have seen her do that in the WABL as well. She dominates with the step through in that league.
It's crazy if you look at some of her stats in WABL, kind of coming in the top 10 if we were talking about going into the Christmas break, top 10 in 4 of 10 categories. I mean, there are some people only making it in 1 of those categories and she's making it in 4, so.
She's definitely someone to watch for.
Definitely, I mean, both this year, next year, and see where she goes after that. Inbound there for the Rockets. Long there by Jessie Ford. This Chrissy Valkyrie the ball up, gives it to Faye and Dean, who's gonna look to go into the inside, distribute the ball. Taylor Gaffney there with another 3 that takes it up to 17 points this game. She's making a real impact now, real impact.
What'd I miss?
Taylor hit another 3. And Saf gets another steal.
Safi with a steal and a finish. If this girl's confidence is not grown from this game, oh, that takes her leading steals with Christy and Faye. Reading just trying to. Oh, that's an over
rebound.
the top. No,
Yeah,
I don't agree with that call.
Just hit the face, holding that eye.
See a lot of that happening now, though, those over the top on the rebounds.
Ooh, some contact in there, no? Gonzalez getting her own rebound. And frustrated there with Fatima. Faye gets a dime, absolute dime.
That's what she does best. She gets in there, and then Safi again in a great position.
Safi's now on 9. Yeah. Great strong take by Jessie Ford there, straight down the lane into a layup. As San Francisco comes in for Nunes, presumably to finish out this quarter.
Maybe not.
Oh. Something wrong there with the subs. Don't know what happened.
Tim said no to that one. Great screen there.
There's another 3-ball. Here's another one. That's 20 points. She's just hitting absolutely everything. Absolutely everything.
Takes her to 20 points. Her and Faye combined have 41 of the Kestrels' 84 points.
Those two have had a really good game today, that's for sure.
Ford with the 3, not making it connect.
Faye with the quick inside floater off the glass. It takes her to 23.
Oh, Christie with the steal
Nice.
and the basket.
Kestrels really saying that they're going to finish this game out strong. The lead is now up to 30 points. They've scored about 15 points in the last kind of 4 or 5 minutes, which is great for them.
They trying to come through there. Ooh.
Foul on Fatima.
Interesting. She is now on 4 fouls as well. Timeout called by Reading with just under a minute left to play in this final quarter.
Faye now 23 points, 3 rebounds, 6 assists, now 32 and a bit minutes. So compared to her averages, she's usually averaging 20.5 minutes a game. She's 9 points above her point average. She's just below her rebound average, but she's like an assist and a half above her rebound average too. So she's having a really great day today. Then you've got Taylor, who's 20 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists off of 21.5 minutes. So she's played considerably less minutes compared to other players, but is outscoring both Chrissy Velke-Cleave and Chrissy Karpova.
She's 7 from 10 in the field as well. That is high numbers.
That's the best percentage on the team right now.
She is someone that you can give her the ball, and as a coach, from a coaching point of view, she is someone that I would trust with the ball anywhere on the court.
Oh yeah, anywhere. She's one of those players that isn't scared of getting dirty with it, getting inside, like trying to make those moves to the hoop. Like she can really just break you down from anywhere. It's impressive, to be honest.
Reading coming back in with 2 free throws to come.
Devereaux checking into the game for these last 58 seconds. Gonzalez making the second of those free throws.
Reading looking to full court pressure here, full court man-to-man pressure.
I think again now that's another damage control kind of option.
Yeah, massively. Oh, Faye just getting stuck there.
Step in, thinking about shooting that one. Taylor kicking out to Christie, lets it fly. Short. So we're winding down to the last 30 seconds of this game now.
Oh, what? That was a great look. If that pass would have connected, that would have been an
good tip by Faye though. Nice kick. Long.
Yeah, Safi coming up with another rebound.
It's getting a bit scrappy now. Wind down to the last 10 seconds. Great step inside from San Francisco, but I think
hopefully
Faye,
we will see them dribble it out here.
Faye
Maybe
taking
not.
that. Faye wants a 25 piece. Safi up strong, which misses. There you go. It's a 29-point win for the Kestrels. If you could sum up that game, how would you sum up?
It was a team performance. I think today we played as a team. We moved the ball as a team. I wouldn't say there was any selfish players out there today. It was a lot of the cohesiveness that may have been missing for a couple weeks or so. Like, it seemed that the team had come together. They are pretty much a team of guards with the addition of a couple bigs. So, actually, it was a great team performance today. What about you?
It was a great way to see him getting out in transition. Like, all year it's been a big push to try and get out in transition, but right now it's coming to fruition. People are getting out, people are being unselfish with the ball. people getting tips on defense. Safi did a great job today of hustling, keeping people off those boards, getting a few balls herself, getting those tips and getting out into the fast break layup situation. So it's great to see her have a great game, as well as obviously Faye. I mean, we all expect her to have a great day. She's one of those players who just doesn't have a bad day. It doesn't seem like she has a bad day, but it's great to see her scoring up there with 23, getting 5 steals in the first half. So great game for her.
And we hope that Erin's ankles are not okay. She does seem to be walking on it now, so hopefully it was just a twinge. Thanks guys for tuning in. We hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend and tune in to more basketball soon.
Thank you.